Hey everybody, this is Coach Santos and Noah Lang for a little mini chess lesson today. And what we're going to be doing some videos over Noah is we're going to be taking a closer look at tactics and how to win these uh, these kind of important positions here. So all that you need to know, Noah, is for double attacks. You've been looking at a chess puzzle book and continue to keep on looking at that puzzle book. Pay attention to these double attacks, though. So this is right now, white is in trouble as we're taking a look at this particular position here, um, where the king is here in the center and he's attacking the rook and he's attacking the bishop. And so that's a double attack. You can't defend two pieces at one time. It's just too split up. Now, sometimes you can be able to do it, but in this particular case, might not be able to do that. So the rook is the most important piece that's here on the board for white. So white needs to move his piece out of the way. And then once he moves that piece out of the way, then we're really giving up the lesser piece for the enemy to take from us in this kind of position here. So that's what a double attack looks like, and we're going to be looking at some of those here in just a minute. Okay. So here, again, it's black to move, and to be able to do that, then the king goes to e5, once again, putting himself in the middle between two pieces. So that's what I need you to remember. And okay, Noah, try to get, and when you're doing double attacks, take two pieces at one time. That way the guy can't save them both. So also, when we saw in the last puzzle here, the rook ran away, but you can also defend your pieces, like playing pawn to g3, and will protect the rook. You don't have to make it run away. But the other one, so he's good, and then the one that's bad is the bishop that has no backup buddy. And so that's kind of how white got himself into a mess. He's got two pieces right here, and these guys do not have backup buddies. So that's why how he's getting, kind of.
At that point, he could have put no man.
Yeah. And so the thing that you don't want to do is you're like, oh my gosh, you're focused all on one piece here, and you try to like run away with your bishop here. Again, that's a kind of a goofy looking move, because you're like, your rook is worth 5 points and you just lost it. So you don't want to do that.
Well,
what's your thoughts?
I was thinking, if you do run with the bishop and he takes the rook,
yeah, let's go look at that.
Then move the pawn on g3 up.
On the g3, yeah, you
or
could.
Then he moves his king back to e5.
Right. I mean, it's kind of a hard. Yeah, he'll move his king when you check him like this. He's got only g5 and e5. So if it is you and he does do this to you, yes, centralize your king. Okay, keep him in the middle of the board. That's because white needs these light squares to do something. But you're occupying all of those squares. Now, if you went check and he goes back over here, take a look at this again on the scope of the bishop here. You can't go here, you can't go here, but you can go here, not there, not there, there, and there. So that's why I'm putting my king actually in the middle like this to give him one less square to go to. So just remember that too. If you're if this is an end game, of course, you want to make sure that you centralize your king, keep him in the middle. All right, we're gonna look at another puzzle. All right, and in this puzzle, I'm gonna flip the board here. It's a white to move, okay, Noah? And again, you can see the double attack coming right away. This is a fork double attack, okay? When you're attacking these two pieces, you're gonna save one and lose the other. So I got a question for you. Which one would you save if you got double attacked?
The bishop.
You would save the bishop. Okay, I like your answer. Explain to me what was your reason for trying to save the bishop?
Because you can't checkmate with the knight.
Right, you can't checkmate with just the knight. That's correct. And you cannot actually checkmate with just a bishop either. Did you know that?
Kinda.
Right. Well, okay.
Well, hmm,
So let's
yeah.
get knight goes
Do
back,
it.
takes
If
knight.
you do that, if he takes the bishop, you take the pawn, then you're pretty much giving him stalemate.
Well, yeah. See, in this, you're where's the stalemate? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Sorry. So if you move the knight to d7,
Yeah.
then he takes the rook. Sorry, the bishop. And then you take his pawn. He's gonna have to get his pawn, which he's not going to because your knight will take him.
Right.
It'll take him. And it's gonna be a stalemate. It's
Yeah.
gonna end a
Hold on
stalemate.
to that. And at this point, you can reach across the table and ask, and tell your opponent, this is a draw. Okay, it's a theoretical draw, so you don't have to play this out. Okay, and to show him it's a draw. All right, and if he declines it, just grind your teeth and use your king and use your knight and just take out the pawn and that'll be it. Again, if he just has a king and knight on the board, then nothing is going to happen. And there's not going to be any kind of checkmate.
Right.
Puzzle here. Let's take a look at this one. All right, here is another example of a double attack. In this example, what you're going to do is, again, put your piece in the middle of two. Typically, it's the king and a bishop or knight pawn, could be any one of those, and then you got the rest. You can see it here.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm working at the other one with just the pawn. There is a way you could do it. It's just going to be difficult
Oh, okay.
finding. I'm for some reason looking through a way to win the possible stalemate. I don't know why.
It's theory. You don't have to work it out.
I know.
Unless black just lets you make a queen. That would be only.
Well, if you rush with your king, you can theoretically again make it, but
There's always a chance for close possibilities, but you're not going to do that. All right, here you go. Take a look at
see,
this.
I'm distracting you. I have time to set up the pieces.
Okay, settle this puzzle for us here. What do we have to do?
Rook to b7.
Rook b7, check. Okay, king's going to come at your rook.
Rook takes a7.
Rook takes a7. You got the piece. Okay, and as you got the piece, now all that you got to do here is start thinking about the end game.
Then if he moves a pawn, you can do rook to a6.
Correct. You're seeing the next tactic again. He's afraid of the pawn getting captured, so he does this. Awesome, awesome move because the king cannot. He's too far away from the rook, and then you got yourself a rook. Excellent, excellent. Let's go here. All right, here you go.
Is it white to move?
It is a white to move here. I like this one. Coffee time.
Knight to a4.
Okay, I like that you're attacking that bishop, but that bishop doesn't really have to go anywhere.
Yeah, but my bishop's also attacking his knight.
Oh, he's attacking the knight too. Okay, well then his knight could go and just take the pawn like this. Since there was no backup buddy on it. Before, he was still kind of hanging out there and he's in danger. But you have a different move here.
Hmm.
Okay, Noah, what we're gonna do? We're gonna play this move first. Pawn to.
I saw that, but there's nobody defending that.
True, true. And this is a cool tactic again, where it's like you're baiting them to come to this square just so you can do the fork double attack.
Ow.
Now do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. D4. Now you got the double attack. Yes, we kind of gave up a pawn just to lure him in. And I like these kind of tactics to bring a guy to that one square that you want him to go to, forcing him almost to do it. Because look, if he doesn't, if let's say here, you're gonna go, we go C5 here. If he just takes this pawn, we're gonna take his bishop. Anyways, all right.
All right.
So at least he can get away with something here in this line where you can get a pawn. And yeah, he's gonna probably take another one, but you know, we were gonna renew the threat again on this night. And now we're
If
up.
I was him, I would save the bishop. I would run with the bishop.
We would run with the bishop here. Yeah,
Yeah.
he could run with the bishop
At
here.
that point, you can win with a knight or with a bishop with that many pawns and the bishop, but you can't really do it with the knight.
Mm-hmm. No, it'd be tricky. So he takes and he takes like this, and black can try to continue to.
Now you're attacking two people at once. Black's attacking two people at once.
Right. This kind of a double attack is what we're going to later talk about as a pin. And so that at least keeps black into the game a little bit more. So idea is let's bring our king over to be a backup buddy. And then we'll get this, our lost bishop to actually come into the fight so he can be able to do some more things. So white has to hustle over pretty quickly. Otherwise, the knight could get into.
Well, even if he starts moving that king, I would just take the knight. I would just trade.
Well, if you're black, you don't want to trade.
Yeah.
To continue to trade the pawns, but not the pieces, because here in the end game, like this, the bishop is the only piece that white has, and black has to worry about that piece taking his pawns. And so when you're thinking in a correct way of saying, hey, you know what, that kind of does make sense. I don't want to deplete all my helpers that are keeping me into the game, because yeah, you're right, the guy could make a mistake here. Let's say that he goes, instead of moving the king, he tries to move his knight out of the way because he got scared. And students do this too. They move their knights, you know,
Right.
way, but they're like, oh no, that bishop just gobbled that one up too, and now your tactic was for nothing. The one that we did earlier, that attack. See, that kind of stinks. But here in the end game, now it's who's winning here. I'm going to ask you that: white or black?
White. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
black is.
Yeah, black is. He's got all these pawns here, and so again, he's got to go with in-game strategy number one. And for anybody who needs to reminder, in-game strategy number one is to promote a pawn. So he's got these pawns that he can try to come down and promote too. And so, of course, the king to come and maybe give some help too. All right.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So if you go back to when you moved the white knight,
Oh.
so the white knight's still being attacked by the bishop.
Oh, okay. You want that one? Sure.
Yeah.
Here. Let's see here. Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of moving the king over, since you don't want to trade with the knight as black, having white move the pawn up to f4.
That would be a good space gaining.
That way,
here.
if he takes the knight, he loses the bishop.
True.
And If he leaves it there, he loses the bishop. So
He can try to hang back a little bit more. That would work.
but then you can start moving up that pawn, the other pawn,
Okay, we have we have some pawns that we can begin to
the
move.
G pawn
Yeah.
up to
We can do G
attack that.
pawn. And then black is crafty. What I would try to do is probably go like this, because if Noah's going to come like this, attack my bishop, I can hide him like that. And so that's a cool tactic you can remember too. You're trying to keep pieces on the board, keep that pawn chain going, and that way it'll be much of an easier time to fight back with, because this is counterplay, and what you're trying to do with your pieces to stop black's counterplay. So we could continue to keep charging up our pawns, but I think, personally, I wouldn't mind doing that, but I would just want to get my king in the center and protect my knight, and then use the other bishop. Meanwhile, black, is just kind of having to watch me come in to destroy him. So let's do, I think, one more, maybe two more here.
Okay.
All right, so let's go flip the board here. And here, queen went to, oh, I gave it away. Did you see it? Double attack time.
Yeah.
Okay, double attack. Queen goes to e2. Check that miserable king. And this is the most common kind of double attacks that we see here.
And now, if he moves his the way, he'll also be attacking that knight.
Yeah. So when he moves, he's getting off the knight here in this example. And yes, you have choices on which one that you want to
You would go for the rook anyways, but
right, we want to go for the rook. And beginners will go for the knight. And I have to remind students too, man, let's remember something here. Knights are worth 3 points and rooks are worth 5 points. So make sure that you're keeping your eye on the prize, okay, on the one that you really want. Now, again, black does not have enough material to checkmate the white king. So what white's trying to do here is he's trying to battle black here. The game isn't over yet, but he's got to get his queen and his king to work together to create another type of double attack. Let's say that
or you can go in the end game and try to box them.
Yeah.
But I mean,
we want to get rid of this pesky knight here first, and so what we're going to do here is that no, we're going to continue to keep on trying to keep on double attacking this king here, and try to get him far away from the knight, and that way we can be able to do another type of tactic on him. So let's say that we do a move like just to try to get him to check him. Okay, check him, and then he splits up his forces like this. He gets there's too much space in between here. And this is one of the things that I was working on with you before. I put a king and I put a knight there, and I gave you a queen, and I say, take this queen and put it anywhere on the board.
Oh, you did a rook, but I mean,
or a rook. But now, can you find this square that will attack the king?
E5.
Let's see here. This is E5. True.
C7.
Okay. C7. This. Oh, sorry. This is C7 where the knight is sitting on.
Sorry, C8.
C8. That would be a skewer. Okay.
C1.
Okay, C1 would be a different kind of skewer here. I'm sorry, the other one that I had before was a pin. So we can see some ideas on what's going on here. But look at this next. Now, but look at this, Noah. All right, right from where the queen is at, where can I find a square that could do a double attack?
C8. Again, C8 can skewer, but from where she is now,
C8 would pin. You're right. That's a pin. The skewer is the other way. Where
Right.
queen comes here and makes the king move. Okay.
But there's no double attack. Wait, no, yeah. G3 would.
G3, yes. G3 would be another example of a double attack. Okay. So this kind of stuff happens very, very, very common in chess. So that's why I spend some time doing this particular kind of puzzle when I'm doing this kind of thing. So, all right, I think we have time for just uno mas here. And this is going to be another white to move. I'm going to flip the board. All right.
Oh, no, I like looking at it. my area.
Where's my double attack, Noah?
White to move. Queen to D8.
Queen to D8. Okay, I'm attacking the king. What other piece am I attacking?
The knight.
The knight. No backup, buddy. So king must vamos. We'll snap off the knight. Okay. And just watch out for this too, because he's got a pin on your knight. And but you got to see that he's got this.
But if he attacks that knight, you can attack that queen. So it's not doing much.
On these the squares that I just highlighted, these pawns are very, very weak. And so what we're going to do is that these guys are weaknesses, and we'll attack those weaknesses. Until I can get that queen off the board, then my knight can actually be able to do a little bit more, but that pin is pretty annoying.
Well,
so
no, well, he's not going to move his queen to attack anybody, though.
Yeah,
that much.
There's going to be more fight to this. Okay, Noah. So what we're going to do here next is I got to get you to this this website. It's called chesstempo.com. Let me bring it up here in just a minute. Let me see here. Can you see my screen right now?
What?
Nope. Okay. Here is our screen.
I'm only seeing the chessboard that's on.
Okay, here is our screen right here. Don't look at my embarrassing rating. What you're going to do is you're going to create a free account on this one. And what you're going to do next is that you are going to go to up here up at the top. After you create your name, you can do Blitz Tactics. You can see this, right?
Yeah. Oh, one second. Yeah.
All right. In your Blitz Tactics, you're going to have to go to Preferences, I believe. Okay. And then you're coming over here where it says Problem Sets. And then you're going to select you Blitz, Mixed, or Standard Tactics. But stick to Blitz, because what we're trying to do with your game is that we are trying to get you, Noah, to be able to see these puzzles, see these kind of double attacks within a certain amount of time, probably from like 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, we want you to be able to see those game-winning moves. So let me try to do one for you. All right, I'll do an easy one just to prove to you it's easy. So all right, and then I'm coming over here with my chess tactics. You see where I'm at?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go to chess tactic, and I'm gonna do one. I hope I don't fail this one. That'd be embarrassing. All right, and so it says click here to start beginning to solve problems. And you want to do this every day for 30 minutes, okay? Try to do as many as you can in 30 minutes, and, we'll see where you get. The point is, of course, try to make sure that you're trying to reach a goal, and our goal is going to be over 1,000, okay? Shouldn't be too difficult for you, but it'll mix it up between double attacks, checkmate puzzles, and it could be something else too. So let's start this first one. All right, here we are. And I'm looking. Okay, my time is running short. He just took something. All right.
A pawn, I believe.
Took my pawn. That guy. Let's see here. I'm looking, and first I'm looking for checks. I don't have any checks. I'm looking also for a move that I could do where it would help me to win a piece. Okay, and like this, moving the rook over, he moves down like this. And what I want to do next is to take that one right there. So it was a pinning kind of tactic. All right, Noah. This puzzle that I just did here gave me a point and a half. Okay, maybe it'll give me more next time. So it goes to my user rating that I have here, and in my paid membership, what I've done here is I can see all the different ways that people have made attempts to try to solve that problem. Okay, and so we just want to continue to keep on clicking next problem, next problem, next problem. So you can be able to see that and what it was. So yes, down over here in the bottom right corner, it was a skewer and a pin that we had here, kind of tactic, and people can tag them and boards for this. All right.
What was the name of it?
Oh, this tactic I just showed you. Oh, the website.
I'm writing down the website name.
Oh, okay. Chesstempo.com. Okay. The standard tactics do not care how long you take, but it will kind of see and tell you how long you have been taking on a problem. But don't take any, you shouldn't be looking at any problem for longer than 5 minutes, okay? Just admit that you don't have that pattern in your head, and so that you can be able to just move forward and keep on trying to get more of these patterns, and to learn how to do them. That way you're practicing really, really, really well. So the other cool thing I like about this website is that it'll give you a summary. When I hit my stats and I go to summary, it can tell me how many blitz tactics that I have been doing down over here. And it gives me my rating, it gives me my active rank right now, tells me how many I've done, how my percentage is looking like, and an estimated FIDE rating is a 17, 15. That's okay. I can get it higher. I know I can. And then if you have a different kind of, like I said, the paid membership, you can check on your calendar here, and you can see how many tactics you have done throughout a month. Like last night, I spent an hour doing my tactics, and I had a 78% for the day, and that's it's pretty cool. And then I can actually come down here a little bit more, and I can see all the ones that I got right and the ones that I got wrong. And like, let's see, the last one I got wrong, let's go to that one here. I want to know sometimes what kind of
I would have done rook takes d4.
Rook takes d4, right? Okay, and then he takes, or he couldn't take back, but he doesn't take back. He comes here, and then again I made the wrong move here, and I ended up taking his rook, and I should have saved my queen.
I would have done queen to there.
d7, and that's very good. He takes, and then you take back.
And you're putting them in check.
And then I got him in check here, and I'm up a piece now.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can take a look again at the the analysis of after you, or the line, like, okay, how do I win this game here? And you're just connecting your pieces, and then you're trying to get that open highway, and then you're forcing that queen out of the way, getting your king to safety from checks there in the back rank, and then you're just slowly improving your position, and you're able to get everything working together, and you'll be okay. So that's again what the paid membership is really lets you do more of. The other cool thing is I can take a look at my stats, and as I'm looking at my stats, and I go my tactic stats, and it gives me a rating graph, so I can see all my tactics that I've been doing, and how I've been progressing over the past year. So yeah, I'm a little shaky right now. And that's the way it works. And also there's achievements over here in these other tabs. You can do practice in-game puzzles. You can play against a computer. You can also, again, see some achievements that you have. Like, again, if you've been having an activity streak, that's the one that I'm working on right now. I've been solving problems for 28 days in a row, and that was a long time ago. But yeah, they have different ones of how many have you gotten right in a row, and how long you've been online doing your tactics. So it's pretty cool. This website, again, you don't have to pay for it and everything, but only if you're paying for the special features. It's not a terrible price of $30 and to invest into this, but this is after you read your book, your tactics book, come to the website, practice some more on this.
Which I meant to get back. I meant to get back to you yesterday.
Oh, it's all right.
Of course, I forgot and didn't even bring it to church, but I mean,
this website has helped me gain a lot of rating points. And again, I tell my students, just go here, train, and then go to chess.com, play a blitz game, and then send me the blitz game, okay?
Okay.
I want to see how you did. I want to see if your tactics are looking good too.
How do I send you the blitz game?
How do you send the blitz game? Okay, good question. Let's go to chess.com. Stay on the page here with me. All right. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
What we're going to do is that we're going to go to, yeah, I want to go to stats. Okay. And my bullet rating is crazy. I'm going to go to my games. You see all my bullet games here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pick a game like this one. All right. So you played like a 5-minute bullet game. That's awesome. And yeah, I won this game on time. Flagged them. So the next thing I'm going to do is hit share. Okay. Oops. I could do it that way. Let me see. There must be an easier way.
Oh, you mean play a blitz game and then on chess.com then share it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying share it on that website on.
Oh no, it's okay. Let me see here. I think there's a way we can do the computer analysis and then you can send it over. Let me see here. Should let me hit download. Yeah, I clicked on this one. It says download. And what this is that you're looking at is a PGN. And a PGN is a computerized version of the game, or it was keeping all the notation for us. Okay. And so I click it, turn it all blue. I'm going to hit Control Copy on my computer. And then in a Word document, let's do a new Word document here. Or just in an email.
Okay.
I got a lot of stuff opened up right now, so I don't want to confuse you too much. Okay, here's a blank document. You can see my blank document.
It's still on chess.com for me.
Okay. So anyways, I've hit copy and then I'll hit paste.
Okay.
And when I hit paste, it'll paste like this in an email. And this is all the information that I need. I get all this information and then I go to my chess base. And when I'm in my chess base, let's share that too. Okay. I open up on a brand new board and then I hit paste and then there's your game. Yay. Okay, so we won't look at the rest, but that's the way it's going to work. Okay.
Okay.
So get on Chess Tempo, start doing some blitz tactics, and I'll check back with you later this evening. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You want to see if you can look at my chess move, my chess opening? Want to try?
Yeah. I got to pack up. I got to get home, and then I'll look at it with you later tonight. Sound good?
Okay. Sure.
All right. Thanks, Noah. I'm going to save the video, and I'm going to post it up on YouTube for everybody. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.